Hello, 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 you lot. How you all doing? Hope you're all absolutely fine and perfectly dandy. Now, I'm excited. I'll tell you why I'm excited. I'm very excited because I'm going to repair an RC car. You can probably see it there, just about. I've finally got a motor for this Bugsta. It's a genuine FTX motor. I had to wait and wait and wait, but eventually I managed to get one. The kids have been going absolutely mad. They've been going, when are we going to take the electric car out? When are we going to take the electric car out? So I had to sell. I'm not. Look, this was a very hard decision. I had to sell 3 of my toes in order to be able to buy this motor. Unfortunately. You know, luckily it wasn't an arm or a leg like it was when I bought the Habeo Hyper ST. I've literally only just grown my arm back from buying that, but I've only had to sell 3 toes to buy the motor. So anyway, I can make do with those for a while until they grow back. But yeah, so let's get that done. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I've just baked a chocolate fudge cake. The kids wanted cake for after dinner, and I was like, well, we ain't got no cake. And I'm not going to buy a cake because cakes are expensive. So I thought, I know what I'll do. I had a look around in the cupboard, found some stuff. Me and my daughter sat there. We made a chocolate fudge cake together. That's now currently cooling down in the kitchen. So as soon as I've done with this, I'm going to go and nibble on some chocolate fudge cake. And I love chocolate fudge cake. Everyone loves chocolate fudge cake, right? I'm not even sure if this is the right transmitter for it. I've got 2 that are exactly the same. So all I'm going to do, once I get the motor put in there, I'll literally put batteries in. Well, I don't know actually. Yeah, this must be the one because this ain't got the batteries in it. I would have put batteries in the Carnage one, so this is the correct one. I've just got to put batteries in it, and then we'll be well and ready. I was going to say we'll be well and ready. Then that doesn't make any sense, does it? We'll be well ready to rock and roll, my friends. Put that down there. Oh, somebody asked me in the comments, why haven't I charged my brand new LiPo battery yet that was sent to me, and why haven't I opened up my engine heater yet? 2 reasons, my friends. Well, actually, no, there's not 2 reasons. There's 1 reason for both of them. I am not going to use them yet, man. I mean, this is a brand new battery, never been charged up, so it's still in its safe state for transportation and storage. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense to charge it up for no reason because I'm not going to use it yet. I've got to wait for not next weekend, maybe a couple of weekends after that. I've got loads of stuff going on, but I've got to wait until I'm actually going to go and use it on the weekend. So there's no. I don't need to open that yet. I have quickly peeked in the box, and it is all in there. It's present and correct. But there's no sense in taking it out of the bag and charging it up and putting it in a LiPo box when it's already in a safe state for storage. I mean, they store hundreds of these, don't they, in shops on the hangers, you know what I mean? So it'll be perfectly fine. That's why it's sitting there. They're both sitting there ready and waiting, and the day when I'm going to go out, or the day before, or whenever, I'm going to take a nitro car of some description out and about. I shall charge them up and use them for the very first time. Right, so we are very, very close to getting this back up and running again. I'll tell you why I'm excited. I do quite like this Truggy thing. I do quite like it, I must admit. What do we need to take off to get this motor out? I think we've got to take that off, haven't we? Just that, and then yeah, that's all we've got to do. I really do like it. Let's see what size I'm going to need. It's actually really fun to play with. But not only that, because the kids love it, and they've been, asking me for ages, when are you going to fix it? When are we going to be able to take it out? When are we going to be able to do some jumps? And the good thing is about electric is, you can sort of do it anywhere. I know I'm predominantly nitro, aren't I? I know I am. I don't, I prefer nitro, and I really like nitro and all of that kind of stuff, but electric is handy, especially if you've got kids, or even if you're just on your own. If you just want to play around on the driveway. I mean, luckily enough, where I live, it's quiet, but all the neighbours are actually really all right. And, luckily, I had a couple of old people living next door, but now I've got new neighbours. They're younger. They're around about my age. But they're all right as well. I've not had any issues with them as yet. So hopefully, with any luck, it'll stay that way. And because they've got a kid as well, so I think like we're all about to sort of play outside on the driveway, chilling out, you know, with electric cars, doing jumps and things. I wish I'd have kept me rampage ramps. Remember them? Who remembers them rampage ramps from when you're a kid? People must remember the rampage ramps. You know, you have them for you BMXing and your skating and all that kind of stuff, didn't you? I might have to take that. I might have to undo those bolts, do you reckon? Take that off. I had some rampage ramps when I was a kid, for BMXing and that. But I gave them away many years ago, and I had a look on the internet to buy them now, them rampage ramps, and they're about 60 quid, 50, 60 quid, and you know, they're just not worth, well, they are probably, might be worth it. They're really good sturdy ramps, so they probably were worth it. But I can't outlay that amount of money. So I was looking at their mini ones. They're about 16 quid. I put a couple on the Amazon wish list because the kids love them. But I'll get some wood and I'll make some temporary ramps and things. But the rampage ones are handy because you can transport them. You know, you just stick them on your back and or stick them in the car. They're easy because they're plastic. I know some of you lot must remember them. Did I just take out the wrong bolts? I must have, oh no, it's still bloody bolted in down there. That's why it won't come out, dickhead. Ignore me, I'm a bit of a dickhead sometimes. I forgot there's one bolt here. There's me fanning around trying to take out other bolts, and I needed to remove that one. That's it. Now the motor comes out, so I didn't need to take them other bolts out. Right. There we go. So I need some snipperages. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use the ones out of my little RC box, my little RC toolbox, which is stationed here. It's not normally stationed here. It's normally stationed indoors with my little little bag. But I'll put that. I'll snip that off. Being careful not to snip any wires because that would be an absolute disaster. We don't want any disasters going on, do we? So that should come out of there now. Come on, you bastard. That's it. And this one should come out as well. That's it, you little... Right. So, how do we get that off then? Just slides off normally, but this one... Ah, there we go. Yep, there's one old motor. That's not the best, is it? It's not very good at all. And one brand spanking new motor. Lovely jubbly. Look at this, my friends. Look at this. We're proper rocking and rolling now. Do you know what I was waiting because I wanted to get a more powerful motor for it. But because the kids have kept going on about it, and I wanted to go out and use it as well. I just got the got an original motor, a standard motor. I mean, these are exactly the same for those of you that might not realise it. Identical, exactly the same. So all I've got to do is take this off. Put it on the new one. Obviously it's got a bit of thread lock on it, so that was a bit difficult, but I always worry with these little things because the last thing you want to do is strip out a grub screw, because then you've got to fanny around drilling things out and messing around, and so it's always good if you don't round them off. But right, so there we go, put that there, make sure you line it up properly like that, stick that like that, screw it up. And lovely. Get the old heat sink. I don't think it matters what way around it goes, really, does it? Don't think it does. We can put that on like that, couldn't we? I can't remember what way it went. Did it come off the back or did it come off the front? I think it came off the front, didn't it? That must have gone like that. Made in China. Jesus. Where is it? Anybody know? I haven't looked it up. I could look it up on the internet, I suppose. Where's FTX stuff made? It's probably Chinese, isn't it? I would imagine it's probably Chinese stuff. But anybody knows where that kind of stuff's made, put it in the comments. I dare say that would be handy. Right, now that should go in there now then, shouldn't it? Like that. I can't remember what way round the heatsink was. That should go like that. Like that. Nope. I've got to line them bolts up, you see, that's why I've got to line them bolts up. Did that go like that? That must have gone like that, mustn't it? It must have been like that. Yeah, we'll just say it was. Nobody will know the difference. Where's that hole? Where's that hole? Is that it there? That's not it, is it? Oh, there it is. Kind of. So a bit of a funny angle, but it's pulling it in though, it's pulling it in. There we go. Didn't do it up too tight yet because I've got to line the other one up. Get out of there, you. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it. And that one. Now this one. With this one we can determine the mesh on the gear. See the spur in there, and then we've got this other one. So this one we can determine that. Find that hole there. Look. Put that in there like that. We don't want it too tight and we don't want it too loose either. I'd say that was alright. I'd say, my friends, that was alright. Probably got that heat sink on the wrong way, have I? Oh, I can't remember what bloody way it went now. I think it was like that. That was probably at the bottom, wasn't it? No, that wouldn't have been at the bottom because that would have been sticking out the bottom. That's how it was. We'll have it like that. That'll do the trick. I'll let you lot shout at me and do all that kind of stuff that you lot like to do. And we'll plug this in, negative to negative, put a little bit of stuff over there, positive to negative, only joking, positive to positive, like that, put that over there. Look at that, absolutely wonderful, eh? I've got a brand new motor. All I've got to do, actually, right, let me just go and find some batteries. I'll stick some batteries in the old transmitter, and the only trouble with these ones is it takes bloody 8, which is old school. That's proper old school stuff, that is. All the new ones only take 4, don't they? Right, the only ones I've got are these Hyundai ones, and they're leaking a bit. I mean, this one's absolutely drenched. Look, it's leaked all over the place, but that'll be absolutely fine. And, oh, they pinged out, look. We'll stuff that in now. And, yeah, they can leak somewhere else. And, oh. This one's actually leaking, look, it's gone everywhere. It's leaked everywhere, look. It's all over the bloody top now. Oh well. When, in another video, when I accidentally swallowed a load of nitro fuel, and somebody was being very caring and very nice, and I really appreciate it when you like care, you know, it's very nice. And said, better not swallow it, it's very, very toxic, and they sent me the data sheet for it. Well, I'm actually the head first aider in my job. And I've always been a first aider. In all my work, I've always been a first aider. Have to attend first aid courses a couple of times. Well, used to be a couple of times a year for the refreshers and that. The week-long first aid course, you know, your defibrillator and your toxicness and your radiation training, all that bollocks, and your heart attacks and all that kind of stuff, and if someone's in water, what to do, and all this kind of stuff, and choking and ingesting chemicals and all of that. And believe it or not, a little bit of information. It's not a good idea to drink any water. If you drink a toxic liquid, you're not supposed to drink it. You think you want to drink water to flush it out, but you're not supposed to. You're supposed to leave it, because if you drink water, it can help to absorb the chemical in your body. It's a very tricky situation if you ingest a chemical. Anyway, I've drank so much petrol, diesel, nitro, all sorts of stuff over the years. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't have any internal organs. They're probably all eroded and gone away. Right, let me go and find a battery to put in this car. Alright, the only battery I could find, I think someone's eaten the other ones. What's this one? It's probably charged. Hopefully it is. Plug that in there. Leave that there for now. Turn on the old transmitter. We've got green and a red light, which is good in the hood. Turn on this. Oh. Right, them batteries ain't a lot of cop. Yeah, we better want to get. Hang on, we ain't got a very good connection with the old batteries. That they're the leakage was obviously too much. Back in a sec. It's actually something that in my old job I used to get a bit of a bonus for being a first aider, because oh, piss off. Because I mean, let's be honest, who wants to be given the kiss of life to a hairy old man in the middle of a construction site? But if it ever come to that, of course you wouldn't choose that, over saving. You'd save anybody. But yeah, it's something that I've not really always looked for. I'm also a fire warden. I'm like I've got the fire training for doing the fire. So if there's a fire, and the people have to call me, and I have to come along and determine the best way to put it out, and whether you have to call a fire brigade or not. Of course, every time you just call the fire brigade. I mean, unless it's a small fire. But I don't mind that so much, because you don't have to actually physically deal with any people. You just deal with fires. Right, let's turn this on. Maybe this is the wrong transmitter. Bloody I need to label these. Look, they're both identical. They're both identical transmit. Oh, hello. Thought it went to go then. Anyway, put some batteries in this one. I won't bore you with it. Hold on. Right, I've got batteries in this other one now. Turn it on. Hey. They're alive. Oops. Well, that's that done. That's that fixed. Right, we'll turn that off. Turn that off. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's also broken. That there. That's snapped off of there. Can you see that, you lot? That them are no longer doing anything because the plastic has snapped off. Oh, I better put those two screws back in there, hadn't I? And that, but yeah. So I don't know quite what to do about that. I'm assuming you can buy the bumpers. Well, you almost definitely can buy the bumpers. So I might have to see, but it's not important. It's not critical right now, is it? Well, I've been joined by a minion again. Hello? Are you in there? What?
It's cold.
It's cold apparently, so she's hijacked me jacket. Yes. You enjoy yourself in that little chair. Well, that's that all done there. Proper happy with that. I'm just waiting for these batteries to charge up, and I'm doing a little bit of improvements on my charging cables. Just putting some cable ties around there. And I've got to do this one. And yeah, have a happy life, happy days. Yes?
Why do you have so many of the same YouTube stickers everywhere?
YouTube stickers?
Yeah. Of the logo, YouTube. There, you have one up there, one up there, and one over there.
Because I am a YouTuber.
Yeah, but they're all the exact same.
I'm sorry. Ciao for now, you lot. All the best. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh.
And don't forget, when it's cold, make sure the minions are warm. Ciao for now.